So the time has properly come. Apparently there's going to be a chap coming down who's going to build a big fire, and anything that doesn't get moved out of the way is likely to end up on that fire. You know, I'll be here to, oh hang on, maybe next week, yes, next week, because it's already Thursday, isn't it? He can't possibly come, he's not going to be here tomorrow to do it, is he? Surely not, I don't know. Anything that I can't take care of will just go in the skip. He said to me, just fill the skip up if you want, and so I'm going to have to fill the skip up. The rest of it's going to get burnt, but it leaves me with a problem, and that problem is, although I've done my best not to use this space too much at the moment, we do have a Land Rover there, we do have a non-working Rover 25, and we do also have another non-working Rover 25 there, and a trailer. The rest of what's here isn't going to concern me a great deal. These bumpers are getting more and more difficult to get to because of the brambles, and of course there are all of the bricks that I laid to try and make a better surface than the mud that the cars were getting stuck in. Oh, they still get stuck in it on the edges, of course. Doors, all ready for scrap. Just got to remove things like handles that are a bit more useful. Feels like such a shame to be just scrapping doors like this in a rare colour, but the time is definitely here. No more messing around, not getting the place sorted out. What about this? Nigel's door. Nigel's door isn't needed anymore, but I don't really want to chuck it away. Now, amongst a bunch of other things I could help myself with at the moment would be these bricks here. These bricks were kindly brought up to me by a man called George. George is a man, and he's called George, and he has a cat, and he's been up here a few times, and he usually brings something with him. So those bricks there could make a nice little path to the caravan. Gosh, I can't believe I left this outside. I was looking for MGF rear lamps, and there they are. Clarkson, you wet lettuce. The easiest way to have transported all these bricks from one end of the yard to the other, and it is from one end to the other, would have been with the trolley that I used to have that got stolen. But as it's been stolen, I can't really use it. 3:30, hungry. So something that I've not done for a very long time is have a pasty. Too hungry and distracted to really do anything else at the moment. So news that I wasn't really expecting just yet. This car has just failed its MOT on a bunch of things that come as a surprise, but that's not the problem here. No, the problem is all of these cars that are in the way that I thought I had a bit of time to get sorted out, turns out I now haven't, because the time is now 4:45. And I have to move all this lot because there's a chap now coming at 7 o'clock in the morning to clear it all. Shit. I mean, really shit. So this one obviously can move by itself. That one can't. This one can't. The engine crane and the trailer, they're not too difficult to sort out. I'm going to presume that Fred's okay there, but I need to start thinking about moving Auntie Sophie, because that's where the containers are going to be going. Although not tomorrow, obviously. Oh, well, might as well make a video of it. All this lot needs to be cleared. I can bring one car in here at least. I'm going to get quite hot soon, so this is the first thing to come off. Toby Charles can go inside, as that's a decent enough sized car. This is where it starts to get a bit more difficult, because I don't really want to trap in a working car, which is Janet Jackson. So I want to pull that one out, and I can find the key. Yes, there it is, and replace it with something that doesn't work, towed by the Land Rover. Jump leads, that's what I need. Being as I can't find my starter, what do you call it? But this doesn't want to be here. This should be leaving hopefully soon. Hopefully, this is the car that will make things a bit easier for me today. Yes, good start. Janet will be used to jump start the Land Rover. The Land Rover will then pull this one out and stick it around the corner, and then pull this one out and stick it around the corner. But in the meantime, I need to pump some tyres up. Balls, Brian! All of Brian's tyres are flat. No, I wasn't expecting that. I was expecting this one to need a jump start, but it didn't. That's a good... Well, that's not bad actually.
There's always a problem or 2 or 3 or 5 or 7 in the yard. And now,
If you're wondering why I've not just parked cars up there, it's because it's covered in nails. And I don't want to have to start picking loads of nails up before I even get on and do anything, do I?
problem or 2 or 3 or 5 or 7 in the yard.
Oh, unbelievable. And I've done it, sort of. And now what I need to do is make a bit more room here, because without all this stuff here, 2 cars can easily fit here. And I'm going to need 2 cars fitting there, aren't I? It's been a long time since this space has had no cars in it. What a rush, because it was full of cars that didn't work. I'm going to miss this space. This space had potential for storing lots of my own cars, but instead it usually ended up being full of other people's cars, or cars that didn't get picked up. It's now 6 o'clock, not lots of daylight left, but I could do with moving a few more bits, because I don't really want to be down here at 7 in the morning. Oh gosh, because the trouble is, the guy that comes down, he might not have a clue what to do. He might just see everything, oh yeah, that's bin, that's for the bin, everything's for the bin, set fire to everything. I don't know. Can't really take the chance with some of the things I want to keep down there. If you want to say, well, you knew it was coming, come on, you could have been a bit better organised than this, go ahead. But it doesn't stop the fact that I just don't have enough time to sort the things out, never mind clean all this up as well, which is exactly why it's remained like that. But today I wanted to take a lot of bricks to make a path for the caravan, to make that a bit more pleasant. I don't think it's time for that now. Lights dropping, running out of time, but that's not too bad. I don't think that this chap will just turn up in the morning and find his way into getting rid of absolutely everything over here that I still want to keep as his priority. Let's hope not anyway. I've got a couple of wheels to move yet, and Simon Sentinel, who broke. But recently I've been thinking, with this new welder, I'm going to put him back together, bigger and stronger than ever. Except he won't be able to live down there, will he? The most amazing thing has happened. The skip got replaced before it was even filled up, and now there's a new empty one. I've never known that to happen before. Bricks. It's time to go home. We are now at the end of today's video. A video that where we find bricks left next to a caravan, next to the wall, and then left next to another wall. A video that has 5 Rover 25s all together. 1, 2, 3 and 4. The others in that lockup. A video that ends with great chunks of wood, wheels, loads of wings, and a trailer and half a robot and some more wood getting itself in the way. It's a video where I'm going to offer all of these bumpers to anyone that needs them for free because, well, they're in my way. It's quite a sad day, really, because my walks up and down the yard are never really going to be the same again. The chap who's been here today has done a very, very good job of cleaning up. I mean, a really good job of cleaning up. Look at this. This has never been seen in one of my videos before. This much space. To think this used to be all mine. It looks huge. And it feels like such a waste to have all of this empty space here without there being any cars in it. And yet I'm still left with a whole load of stuff to sort out over this area. Yeah, but I'm not going to do it today. Might do it tomorrow. These bricks have really done my back in.